Well, happy Sunday. It's Dr. Aubert here from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Actually, it's Colorado Springs, Colorado. I just moved this past Wednesday. But I want to chat with you on hormones real quick, okay? Because I don't think a lot of you realize that hormones, imbalances in hormones, is a symptom. Okay, and this is a huge thing I work my patients on. However, when I work my patients on rebalancing out hormones, I do not focus in on hormones because it's a symptom. You're never going to get anywhere. Okay, so if you're having trouble rebalancing out your hormones, we're going to chat. Thyroid hormones, female hormones, sleep hormones, digestive hormones, your happy hormones, all of your hormones, stress hormones, and how I help my patients, how I, number one, get to that root cause and just start rebalancing out those hormones naturally. Okay, so if you don't know who I am, welcome. My name is Dr. Aubert. I am a holistic doctor here now in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I'm that doctor who gets that root cause. I don't mask symptoms. Therefore, I don't focus on hormones because that's a symptom of other things going on in your body, and your body's not able to communicate properly, specifically with your cells. I'm that doctor who gets that root cause because that's how you are going to get healthy and rebalance out your hormones. Get to that root cause, remove that interference, and get your cells healthy. And you're going to start feeling like yourself again. Okay, so if your hormones are out of balance and your cells aren't communicating properly, you're not going to feel well. Your body's not going to function well. You're not going to have the energy you want. You're not going to be able to sleep like you want. You're going to have all these cravings and the moodiness, anxiety, depression, chronic aches and pains, the brain fog, all the things, chronic fatigue, all things. Okay, so if you're hopped on live, type live down in the comments, and if you're watching the replay, type replay and let me know where you're watching from, because I would love to come back around to you, say hi, connect with you, and find out you are doing on this awesome Sunday. Okay, so if you're having trouble rebalancing out hormones, it's because you are not getting to that root cause. I get a lot of patients coming to me and they're taking progesterone creams, they're taking HRTs, they're taking bioidentical hormones, and here's one thing I want to tell you. There might be a time and place for a little bit for a bioidentical hormone, but your body either makes its hormones or it doesn't. So if you're just relying on taking excess hormones, what can happen is your body can start building up a resistance to those hormones in the blood. And I'm going to show you, I know I've shown this picture before, and I know it's backwards, but here's your cell. Your hormones have to get into the cell. Okay, it's not about making your blood work look good. So I get a lot of patients coming to me, they're taking, like levothyroxine for the thyroid or Synthroid and all the things. Their blood looks good. Here's the thing. If your thyroid hormones can't get into the cell, that's where it matters. It's your cells. It's not the blood. That's why I don't really focus in on blood work either. Okay, because the blood can look awesome. But if your cells can't get the hormones, you're gonna know it. You're gonna still feel like crap, even with normal blood work, okay? And I'll show this picture here in a second, but you have to get to that root cause. If you wanna start rebalancing out hormones, type me down in the comments if you wanna start rebalancing out your hormones and get rid of the insanity maybe that you're struggling with your other doctors. Number one, you gotta get to the root cause. Number two, you have to start taking a holistic approach. And I'm that doctor who does not just look at you on the physical body, because we are more than that. We're actually more energy than matter, and we have emotional stuff. We have a mind, and we have spiritual stuff going on inside of us, okay? And I have to take a look at all of that when you start working with me to rebalance out hormones. It's not just, Dr. Beer, what can I take for my hormones and to rebalance them? It's the wrong approach. It's the wrong approach. You're never going to get anywhere. It might work for a month or two, but you're never going to get anywhere. We want to start looking long term, and that's what I do with my patients. I want to give you all the resources and tools to give you long-term health and keep your hormones balanced long term, okay? Is all this making sense? Type yes down in the comments if this is making sense. So you have to get to that root cause and figure out, why. Why are your cells not being able to communicate properly? Because hormones are a way that your body communicates properly. And why can't your cells communicate? So now we got to figure out why, remove that interference, and your body's naturally going to balance itself out. I do this all the time with my patients. So your body's naturally going to balance itself out and communicate properly. Remember, your hormones are a way that your cells communicate back and forth. Okay, and if your cells can't communicate with your hormones, along with neurotransmitters and a lot of other different chemical messages that your cells receive, you're going to get things like chronic fatigue, brain fog, moodiness, unexplained weight gain, insomnia, cravings, cramps, memory issues, depression, anxiety, changes in hair, nails, skins, PCOS, endometriosis, gut issues, liver issues, heart issues. The list goes on, okay? Let me know, what are you struggling with? Drop that down in the comments. And if you get rid of all of those issues, how would your life look? What would you be able to do more of? How would you feel? Drop that down in the comments and let me know. I want to hear from you. Let me know. But some of the root causes I see include a compromised gut health. Huge thing I work with my patients on. I do actually have a very simple 4-step simple system because so if you want to learn more about that, just type 4-step down in the comments, or you can send me a message. It's done with functional whole foods, because if you don't have a healthy gut and your gut can't absorb the nutrients to actually build your hormones, to build the enzymes, to build your hormones for all the things to keep your cells healthy, you're going to struggle, all right? Because your gut is where all of your hormones are built. So like I said, your gut is your second brain. Type a 2 down in the comments if you've ever heard that your gut is your second brain. But when your gut's not working properly because you're in a stressed state, everything also gets backed up into your liver. Then your liver can't detox properly, can't detox stress hormones, hormones like estrogen, a lot of things. It's going to create a lot of, because you're in a stressed state, and any time that you're in a stressed state, which is what we got to figure out, anytime you're in a stressed state, your cells start to break down, and it creates sorry, I got a call. But it creates a lot of inflammation in and around those cells. And what happens is, you see this little line right here? That's a receptor. It brings the hormones into the cell, and that way allows your cells to work the way it needs to be. But that little squiggly line, that's the inflammation, and it's blocking the receptors to bring those hormones into the cell. So, you might have really good blood work, but in the cell, if it can't get in the cell, that's where it matters, because your cells, the health of your cells determines the health of you, because your cells make up your tissues make up your organs make up your body systems make up you and how you function, okay? So like if T3 can't get into the cell and activate the mitochondria, which is your powerhouse plant, the energy powerhouse plant, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna get low energy, brain fog, all the things. Estrogen, testosterone, insulin, you get insulin resistance, progesterone, all of them. Okay, all of them. So was that picture helpful? Type helpful down in the comments if this picture was helpful. You got to focus in on the cells. And that's what I do with my patients. Okay. And other things that can cause high stress levels in your body and cause your cells to break down. Nutritional imbalances. Molds can actually be stored in your fat cells, and this can actually create more estrogen dominance. Your gut's also breaking down, so then your gut can't build the hormones. It also creates something called leaky gut, which creates more stress inside your body. It can't, then the bad bacteria is going to overtake the good bacteria, and they will start throwing estrogen back into your bloodstream, and estrogen also gets backed up into your liver. So yeah, there's all that, and higher levels of estrogen will actually cause your thyroid to not work. It shuts down thyroid function. And then your progesterone levels are going to be off, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel moody. You're going to get all the things. And also heavy metals. Heavy metals can actually bind to that thyroid and stop that from working. But if your liver and gut are not functioning at optimal levels, these are the top 2 main places where your thyroid hormones have to convert from that inactive T4. But I can't use that to your active T3, and this is what your body uses for cellular growth, regeneration, energy, mood stabilization, heart rate stabilization, temperature regulation, female hormone balance, memory, all of it, okay, fertility things. So there's all that. You could have, I'll show you all the root causes, because this is what I do with my patients. You could have stored emotional stress, okay? And that's a huge issue. This can cause your cells to break down because of the stress hormones being produced like cortisol. Because anytime that your body perceives something in your external environment or internal environment, it activates that hypothalamus up here in your brain, turns on adrenals, turns down thyroid function, turns down your sex organs, turns up adrenals, and they start pumping out stress hormones like cortisol. Type a cortisol down in the comments if you've ever heard about cortisol. Higher levels of stress hormones will cause your entire body, including your cells and your gut and your liver, to start breaking down. That's not good, okay? Creates more inflammation, then your receptors can't bring in the hormones into your cell, And your cells make up you and how you function. And if your cells are not functioning correctly, you're gonna know it. You're not gonna feel well, okay? And this is what I do with my patients to get to that root cause. And you're like, okay, well, how do we get to the root cause? Is I do a one-stop test, okay? It literally goes to every possible root cause to why your hormones are out of balance, why your cells are stressed, why they're breaking down. And this type of testing is called a cellular energetic test, specific type of testing I do with my patients. Okay, because it tests you on a cellular level, but it does it on an energetic level because we are more energy than matter. So this is why I do this test, a non-invasive test. Use a hair, fingernail, and toenail clippings and a saliva sample. I will actually ship you out a test kit directly. You'll put all that in a pre-packaged, pre-stamped envelope. You'll mail it to a lab facility I work with. Once I get your results back, we'll then hop on a 60-minute health appointment for $7.99. Both those together, the test with one health appointment with me for $7.99. Then we'll talk about health appointments with me, health appointment packages that I currently have, because it's not just going to be a one-time thing. I need to really start guiding you on, how to keep these hormones in balance, what to do for gut health, with liver health, how to overcome emotional stuff, like all the things. Okay. And if we need to detox heavy metals and molds and parasites out of your body and chemicals, a lot of things. Okay. This might take some time. The average is usually about 4 to 6 months, depending. Some of my patients, it might take a little bit longer. But every body is going to be different as to really what is going on in your body. So this test, it uncovers every single root cause. So if you want this test, type test down in the comments or send me a message. But I am going to show you a sample report. But remember, your hormones are a symptom. We can't chase symptoms. You're never going to get anywhere. Okay, your hormones are a communication pathway between your cells. And if your cells are not healthy and can't bring those hormones in, your hormones are going to continue to be out of balance. Okay. So I'm going to show you a sample report of the type of testing I do with my patients. But if you want this test, it's $7.99 with one health appointment with me. Just type test down in the comments or send me a message. But here is that sample report. And it literally tests every body system of your entire body down to that cellular level. It's going to tell me which cells are stressed and where. And then why? Food allergies and environmental sensitivities, nutritional imbalances that are going on in your cells. If your cells and gut can't build your hormones, you are going to be screwed. Toxins. One of the biggest things I see with every single one of my patients that will keep you in a stress state, keep your cells inflamed, all the things. And this will determine which heavy metals, which molds, all the things. Heavy metals can actually stop that thyroid from functioning. Molds can actually create more estrogen dominance and more inflammation because it gets stored in your fat cells. Parasites can actually get up into that thyroid as well and other areas of your body, joints and different things. Oh, it's a lot of things. They can also get up into that brain and cause issues with the hypothalamus. The opportunistic bad bacteria can do that too. Lyme, Epstein-Barr virus are some of the biggest things I'm seeing right now with these and different chemicals. Oh man, biggest thing I see with all my patients. And this will tell me which hormones are out of balance. However, this is a symptom. We can't chase symptoms. I really don't focus on this. I focus on the root cause. So if you want to get that test done with one health appointment with me, and like I said, we will discuss more health appointment packages. If you want to get that test done for $7.99 with one health appointment with me, both of them together for $7.99, just type test down in the comments or send me a message. This is Dr. Aubert here from Colorado Springs, Colorado, sending you much love. And I look forward to helping you out with your health very, very soon.